guys, Chad here from CNR Reviews. As you guys can see here, we have a new AK-47. Ryan and I have been on a quest to find the best carry handgun, and it is time to start looking at some rifles too. Especially with the way the economy is, the world is right now. It's kind of nice to be able to find a tried and true go-to-battle rifle if you need one.
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, the end of the world's coming up in December.
So anyways, regardless if the Mayan calendar happens or not, it may be nice to go and get a really nice AK. Now, this is a imported AK. This is a Romanian-built AK, as you guys can see here. It's made by F.A. Sugier or Cougar or whatever the hell his name is.
Let's go with Cougar.
Yeah, for M&M LLC, and they're out of Colorado. M&M is going to be the importer, and what they do is they put a whole bunch of aftermarket parts on this gun, which we're going to go over right now. This is what attracted me to the gun. Now, if you're familiar with AKs, you guys know there's a ton of different AKs out there, and they can get super expensive. If you want an old school Norinco AK, be prepared to spend $1,000. If you want, I mean, there's some really high-end ones out there, guys. Arsenal, they're basically Sega or Saigas. As you guys know, Ryan has a Saiga 223. To get it all converted and stuff like that, you're going to be going into the $600, $700, $800 range. To buy an Arsenal converted Sega, you're going to be looking at close to $900. I know you can find ones cheaper, but that's the ones with the quad rails and all the other fancy crap. So let's talk about what this one has. This guy's running a Tapco stock on it. It's a basic stock. Basic Tapco stock. There's nothing fancy about it. You got a Hogue grip. You have a 30-round polymer AK magazine, which actually functions very well. I've had no issues with it. Quad rail with covers. And I don't know the brand of the quad rail. I'm assuming it's going to be like a UTG or a Tapco or something like that. I am not for sure, but I know M&M stamps their mark on there. And then we have a Tapco, I believe it's a Tapco because it doesn't also say the name, it's got the M&M stamp on it, flash hider. And it really does its work. I'm very impressed with the flash hider on here. It was actually pushing the concussion from the round away from even Ryan, who was sitting next to me. It was very pleasant to shoot. And I didn't see any big flashes, which is nice.
Now, guys, that is a big extra on this gun, because if you get a Saiga, doesn't matter what it is. Well, actually, the Saiga or the Saiga 12s do have a threaded muzzle, but the 7.62, the 223, the 5.45, the 308, they just have this big, huge chunk of metal there, and you can't thread it very easily. You actually have to take it to a gunsmith and have it threaded for a muzzle brake.
So, guys, let's talk about sights, because that's really important. As you guys can see, this isn't just the standard AK sight. This is actually an RPK. It's a very similar RPK sight, where you're actually able to adjust for elevation and windage with the rear sight just by pulling this out and adjusting left or right. And it's very simplistic. It's very easy to do. It feels very well made. And actually, I was very surprised at how accurate the gun actually was at the range. Even shooting at 25 and 50 yards, we will be taking it out to further distances to actually confirm accuracy, but this to me is going to be my go-to-war rifle. The shit hits the fan gun. Why is that? Because the rounds are inexpensive. It's an AK. You know it's going to run. It's going to run dirty. It doesn't really matter. And it's cheap and inexpensive to buy as well. Let's go and look at the internals real quick.
As you guys also, as I'm showing you right now, it does have that outside little scope mount there. Yep. For the scope mount that actually comes up and over the top of the rifle. So
let's go and take this down. If you're familiar with taking down an AK, you have a nice dust cover on there. You got the spring assembly and the bolt assembly. Firing pin. Now, if you look inside of here, guys, we actually have a Tapco. Let's go ahead and see if we can pop this up. Tapco hammer, springs, trigger. I don't know whether you guys can see that, but this is the same kit that Ryan put into his Sega 223 that he paid almost $300 for.
Yeah, guys, I mean, you can actually see it on the side of the trigger. If we had some better light here, we could show it to you. But it actually does say, it's on the side, Tapco G2 right there, and the hammer actually says the same thing, and that's the same stuff that I got from Carolina Shooter Supply along with some other expensive items, but it cost me around $200 to $300 for my conversion kit, and Chad just picked this rifle up with it already in there, which, you know what, guys, that's a steal.
Yeah, that's actually screaming deal, guys. And let's talk about the price real quick. Now, this gets put back together the same way you took it down. We have the bolt firing pin assembly, and then you have the spring guide rod assembly. Go in there. Come on.
Chad's only owned one type of AK, and that was the Saiga 12.
Yeah, so anyways, let's talk about price. I picked this up from Sportco in Fife. Price for the gun, with all of the accessories already included, guys, was $477. That's for the gun and everything. Remember that the trigger kit and all of the like the pistol grip and stock you can buy for Carolina Shooter Supply, $300. That's just for that kit. This thing comes with everything ready to go for $477. So if you're interested in one of these, I recommend going down to Sportco in Fife, Washington. Talk to Dan or TJ. They're phenomenal salesmen, and pick up one of these guys. This is not a Wasser, but it's going to be, I guess, semi-comparable because they are both Romanian. And no, this is not a Russian-made AK. Is it going to work? Yes, it's going to work. It's an AK. Some people are going to bitch about the accuracy on AKs and this and that, but I'm not looking to really shoot more than 100 yards. And at 100 yards, I can tag a target. We were doing it today. Tagging rocks about this size at 100 yards, no problem. So it's really important, guys, that that you pick a rifle that you're going to want, especially with the shit hits the fan type of situation. If you're looking for a gun that's inexpensive to shoot, the rounds for this are just surplus rounds, and I never plan on shooting any good quality crap out of the guns. It's really not designed for it. It's designed for the steel case crap ammo, Tula ammo, Herder, stuff like that.
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf. And the gun functions flawlessly with those. So this is just another AK variant, if you want to call it that. We will actually be switching out the stock. This is actually Ryan's old Tapco stock with buffer tube. And we're going to be switching it out. It's got a little single point sling attachment on there. And I'm going to be putting it on this guy.
And we're going to see if it works.
And we're going to see if it works, how well it actually converts. It should be just fine. Other than that, guys, I'm very impressed so far, and I really recommend you guys check out this gun. This is called the M&M M10 Ak-47, imported by M&M, manufactured in Romania. If you have any questions on it, feel free to ask. Stay with our channel if you want to see more videos of this gun shooting, maybe doing a comparison against the Saiga, a review. We're going to do rapid fires, and probably some dual wields as well. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. This is Chad from CNR Reviews. Have a good night.